Hello there. I can certainly say that after a while I've gotten such a query, like to respond in a very casual or appropriate or astonish or global way to respond to such a query I've gotten at the moment on motivations and guidance, encouragement basis of course. So let's make it together. I hope you love it because Mr. Abdul Rahim does his best to make everything flashy and then also makes sure high extensity of the fellow globalization that is originated of the United States, what is mine, have been with for a while now of course, but it's slightly been lots of immersion memories with it that are highly unforgettable. And memories will always be affordable as a form of ultimate globalizations. So the question is that to guide you or to motivate you yourself to carry positive perspective or anticeptions, to make yourself and your place and your area and everything exotic, or more specifically your unity luxury being luxurious. So all these questions are pretty much astonished to the United States. You would like me to respond to such a query. First, carrying positive perspectives in your mind, it leads you to the place where you can't really expect. Once in a while, you're gonna have abrupt opportunities that you can't really imagine in a one another or everywhere, not just one place another and in another place, I mean to say everywhere. And then deceptions, because if you let yourself down or are highly unconquerable to snap out of it, so there is no point for you to s everything out or to control everything that is in your hand. Just let yourself get to something that you like to and you want to achieve eventually with solidations of your expectancy, because having positive anticeptions or accomplished bravery or self-trust, caring encouragements or instant motivations, there are the things more as well that you need to be able to have in a one place to keep motivate yourself. If you can't be able to motivate yourself, you're not gonna succeed, because success requires a lots of positivity, and positivity extensity and leading to the more and more higher rate is in your hand, or is your under observation, is to keep an eye on from the beginning to the end. And at last, the military, your place, yourself, your globalization, making it exotic. It may be a little complicated task for you to face up at first maybe. So how can that be at last? It's gotta be, because you gotta have your own way to change your destiny and change your way in a very positive ones, of course. I'm not saying in a negative way, because I always unfollow all of the negative tasks, communications, interactions, appointments with people, meeting, or communication with generalization, or many more other things. So, making your education as luxurious, that is a great question, is to respond to such a query. It's in your hand as well, because having lots of ultimate destinies or victories over something that you can't really afford or or something that you can find is really complicated for you, there are always thousands and thousands solutions to such a kind of thing to face up and then to take your way. But you have become accomplishly A20, and your being A20 does not let you go where you most likely to go. So self-trust, self-encouragement, or more specific topic that is required and that comes up all the time with me and with everybody is egoism. If you have a natural egoism and an attitude, you know there are thousands of survivals on planet Earth. Anywhere in the world you're gonna find a lot of people who has ego with accomplishly differentiate varieties, survivors accordingly. Their way of behaving, their way of culture, or any kind of something, unglobally, non-globally, non-professionally, non-technically, making no matter whatever is. But thing that requires, and the main topic we have gotten at the moment is egoism. Egoism reduction is another complicated task, has become for everybody to fix up on their way. It was not for me, is because I did not have any egoism in the past, and I do not believe egoism, because ego just a temporary representation to people. Or by the way, if you have an ego but you do not have something that you can present your ego with, so your ego is meaningless. In order to develop your ego with positive statement, you gotta present people your accomplished capability, which through you can be able to surrender yourself a successful man, or if you are a woman, so as a girl. So having positivity, accomplish positivity, but that should be balanced. If you are too much positive, so you will be played by people, or if you are too much negative, so you will be made a lot of fun by people. So stay on your path with medium rate. That's it, and that's what I like to answer your questions. I hope you understand it. See ya then.